Hello everyone and welcome back. Meat Department here. I'm so glad you could join me for another video today. So we're back in Tapping Gods and we're sitting nice on these clouds. So why we're here today is to show you that we hit #1 on the tap leaderboard. So this is all taps in the game. So if you saw my last video, I hit #1 on the Super Rebirths leaderboard, and I decided to change things up a little bit after getting those Super Rebirths and going for some of the other leaderboards, because why not? The game is currently in the rewrite stage, so hopefully when that is done, it brings back a lot of the players and you'll be seeing the leaderboards shift up and down all the time. Right now there's just really a few people that are really competitive on the leaderboard, so it's been a little bit on the easier side to get things. But as you see here in the Super Rebirths, I'm already down to #3 after stopping at the 1.7 million. Zap Candy is now on top, Stats Addict is second. So we're moving on now. Look at all the leaderboards we moved up on though, huh? We're #2 on the Diamonds leaderboard, 165 QND, and that's without the Diamond Pass actually. That is one game pass I never bothered to purchase, because what is the point of diamonds, right? We get so many diamonds, you don't need them for anything. The only reason you'd buy the pass is to double your number, to basically get high up on the leaderboard. But I didn't even do that and we're #2, so that goes to show you the power of the rebirths. So we're sitting for top rebirths now, we're #2. And we're sitting there doing a little floss still at #2. So there's a good stretch between #3 and then again between #1. So we're on 1, 2, and 3 leaderboards. Top taps, the big boy itself. So I had to hit this at least once in my Tapping Gods career, so I took advantage of the opportunity now. And as you see, we're at 35.2 UD taps. And the second person, 29.6, and then 5.1, way far behind. So this was the dude that was #1 on everything when the game came out. Looks like, you know what, he decided not to quit and coming back in. So that's cool. Keep going. But I just wanted to show you we're at #1 taps now, doing the flipper dance, and it looks fantastic. Take the jetpack off here, and there it is. So right there, it's a beautiful sight for sure. It's something I always wanted to achieve, was getting on all of the leaderboards and doing the dance in the game, but it's not something I plan on holding on to, because honestly, you're just doing the same thing over and over, pretty much 24/7, just tapping and rebirthing, just to boost up the numbers for no reason. So this brings me to the second part of the video, right? I want to show you how did I get #1, just so you can see how it was done. So from the last video, if you saw it, again, the Super Rebirth video, you know the team and the stats and everything I had at that time. Well, after I got #1 on the leaderboard, I knew I was done grinding that. So I decided to switch gears a little bit. And what I did was I decided to go up to the anime world and actually grind the pets. So there was this new Ultra Anime Egg that came out, and I wanted to grind the pets because the multipliers on that pet, ooh, they are sick. Actually, I don't have my secret equipped anymore. As you see, I now have all Void Taigas, and that's 1.14 million multiplier. So way better than the Spirit Secret, which was only 950,000, and it's sad to see that go away. So that's what I did, bringing up the pets. Here they are, all Void Taigas. So I got that going within a day, day and a half or something. The other step I took was I did actually switch from 12 to 18 pets. So I bought the +4 and the +2 game pass. I now have 18 pets, right? So I was only using 12. Then after I got all the Taigas in Void form, I now have 18. So I pretty much got 50% stronger because I have 50% more pets. So at that point, I already stopped doing Super Rebirths, so I was just accumulating the auto taps and my rebirths in general. So I'll show you where I'm at right now. So my rebirths at the time, I don't even know what it was. I started from 0, but they were accumulating, right? So as I was opening up pets for a day or two, I was auto rebirthing the entire time, so that when I finally equipped the team of 18 Void Taigas, well, I already had a good jump start on Hoarded Rebirths. So now I had the strongest team, the max pets, and I'm in the world multiplier ×5. So I had a kickstart and I really just started accelerating up in no time, right? It was easy to pass those guys, no chance at all. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. I have not purchased any of these boosts at all. I don't see the benefit in it to do it. I guess you could get a short-term boost if you needed to pass somebody, but I wasn't in that position where I even needed to. I was literally turned on my auto rebirth and auto taps, and what I did, I bring up the screen here, and I have an auto clicker set to just click on this bad boy right here, and that's it. So I was going for hours before it disconnected. And you know, it basically would range from 30 minutes to up to like 6 hours even before I got disconnected. And that's quite a range. Now, most of the time I last for about 2 to 3 hours before I even have to reset it and the game disconnects. And one of the most significant changes I made lastly on how I got the #1 spot, besides getting the pets, besides just timing things properly, is I purchased a VIP server for 100 Robux for a month. So I figured I dumped all this money into game passes already just to get up on the leaderboards. Why not drop 100 more Robux and get your own private server to test it out? And I can tell you, it has changed the connection time significantly since then. So I was getting disconnected probably every 30 minutes to maybe 2 hours at the most. And that's all I did was run in public servers. There's many of you out there that I constantly talked to and ran into in those public servers as I was grinding. You saw me in them yourself. What I changed was everything I told you, and I got my own private server. So there's no one else in the server, which means I'm pretty sure it does have an impact on how stable at least your connectivity to the game is and the latency and all that stuff, because I definitely see that I last longer in these private servers before it disconnects. And when it does disconnect, well, the whole server shuts down, right? So I have to reconnect and it starts up a brand new server. It's not just a server that's already had people in there, you know, crunching numbers and getting everything else processed through it. So I really think one of the things to do is to get your own VIP server. Or at least I can say in my case, all of these elements combined really just helped me skyrocket up past everyone and claim the #1 tap spot on the leaderboard. So it is a beautiful thing. We have imba pets that are going to last a long time, and we're hoping that the rewrite comes out soon. So I'm pretty much at this point, just letting you know, I'm pretty much throwing in the towel as far as keeping my account logged in 24/7 to grind those taps. But those were all the things I did, and in the order of doing them, right? It's just all about timing. When you see that there's an opportunity for you to kind of get things straight, you can kind of set it and really let it rip. So that gave me the head start and let me blast through. But I'm not going to keep on grinding this, because honestly, keeping the leaderboard spots on the top end isn't really that fun. You're just keeping your stuff on 24/7 just to hold on to the spots. So I'm happy that we did achieve it though. We got rank 1 on top taps, rank 1 on super rebirths, rank 2 on diamonds and rebirths. So that's more than I ever actually expected to get in this game. So I'm pretty happy about that. But I will, however, continue looking forward to the rewrite, to the introduction of new islands, new features, new pets, new secrets, and all that stuff. Maybe see what the Super Rebirth shop will have in the future as well, because, you know, it still is fun, and I'm really hoping the population of the game does return when there's a rewrite. My anticipation, basically now, getting towards the end of this video, is obviously the dev team is working on rewriting the code to make things more stable, finding out what they should remove, add to actually keep the latency and connections good across the board so players can well play. But I think they're going to have to do more than that. I don't think they can just simply rewrite and continue updating with islands as is. The player base has fell down to below 1,000. I've seen it as low as 600 now. So it's pretty much what we're considering a dead game at the moment. So I think not only does the rewrite have to be hyped properly when it is ready to go, but there needs to be a mega feature or things to come along with it. Not only will you have a stable connection, but you're going to have this new stuff to also grind, farm, and do. I think the combination of them both with good advertising on Russo's behalf and anyone else will bring Tapping Gods back up to where it was with a consistent 4,000 to 6,000 players from that point. So hopefully that's the case, because we really like this game a lot. It is fun to play, but let me tell you, the connectivity that a lot of you and myself even are experiencing does not make it fun. You don't have any confidence in really AFKing for a long amount of time. I consistently have to check my computer every hour or so to make sure that I'm still back on, and overnight I just let it rip before I go to bed, and I always come back after waking up and I've been disconnected for who knows how long. But hey, it's just what happens. I've been able to stay on top of the leaderboard since, and we have 100 end taps in this world right here. So things are looking pretty good, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you. We got rank 1 on the taps leaderboard, rank 2 on the others, and I'm pretty much going to stop hardcore grinding this right now and just wait for the updates to come and see what kind of stuff we could, you know, farm for, grind for down the road besides leaderboard positioning on the top. So that is all I had for today. I appreciate you sticking with me this long. If you like what you saw and you want to see more when the game does update, please subscribe and smash that bell for notifications so you are made aware when the next episode comes out. But as always, until next time, stay positive, keep tapping, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.